Hey, free thinkers, hoping everybody's doing well. We back at this kitchen table having this conversation. And it's funny because for the past, for 8 years, we had a president that basically talked down to us. And then we had a break. And then we had another president and vice president talk down to us. So now they need votes, and now the priority is black men. But these are the same people that are saying that the former president is racist. But now you're only paying attention to black men. Not men, black men. Why are they paying attention to us now? Because they need their votes. You see, the twerk queen didn't do it. And the talking down to black men didn't do it. Because they have set it up to where we are dusty, broke, we have no use in society. That's where we're basically been labeled as, right? So now we are needed. Wow. But you see, free thinkers, don't let them make this that this is a black man issue, because all spectrum of men are going through this right now. That the media have shined a light on us to say that we are no good. And they have showed women that you could do this by yourself, right? The issue here now that I have is that we have been scolded so much. Now I'm going back to the black man. We have been scolded so much by society. They're showing us in feminine roles. They're showing us as weak men. They're showing us that we can't provide nor protect. They'll find everything negative about the black man. The issue that I'm having is that they have constructed so many social programs not helping us, but dividing us. There are no trade schools available to teach men or boys that don't want to go to college, because college is not for everybody. Everybody don't want to be an engineer. Everybody don't want to be a doctor. Everybody don't want to be a psychiatrist. Everybody don't want to be a politician. You still need people to build your roads. You still need people to take up your garbage. You still need people to police your neighborhood. You still need people to put fires out. You still need people to drive your ferries. You still need people to drive your bus. And those people don't go to colleges. Some may have, and found out what they have major in is not available to them. Okay? I meet them all the time. Men with degrees. But the degree they went into the field for is not available to them. So they become civil servant workers. Me, myself, I have printed out so many postings for different city agencies and walked down to the block and watch all these so-called degenerate, dusty men hanging at the corner and giving them the postings. And I've let these men know, listen, you could be a follower or you could be a leader, because all of y'all on this corner is following somebody. And they have followed somebody. And they have followed somebody. But there's a point where you guys could lead yourselves, right? And I've given them postings. Years passed and I, walk back down the block and I don't see them. So, based on society, they're either dead or they're locked up. But then I see the garbage man that remembered me and I'm saying, where do I know you from? And he told me where I know him from. I'm like, wow, you got the job. I've met the road builder that is now working for the roads. DEP. Fire department, because I print out these posters. These postings for them. I explained to them that you don't need a suit to go buy a brand new suit. You could go to the Goodwill. It's on my page. like and subscribe. I have talked to him about going to the Goodwill. Listen, you don't have to let anybody know what kind of clothes you have for you to be out there going for a job. That's none of their business. It's none of their business. Okay? So here you are now. My dog out, my pup, barking. Here you are out there now looking for a job to better your life, better your family. And a lot of them have. 9 out of 10 of them, I've met 10, 6 of them have the job. But that's 6 out of 10, right? So that's a good average. And you're now out there doing your job, but you don't have to go get a brand new suit, brand new shoes. You just have to dress to impress. You can go to the Goodwill, get a nice suit, take it to your tailor, go get a nice pair of shoes, a shirt and a tie, okay, and go for the job interviews, okay? Because my thing is that each one teach one, and we have to help these young men understand that they have a better future ahead of them, but it's not the corner. The only thing the corner has to offer is prison or death. But a lot of us don't and are not willing to even take the step into help these young men. And they are not violent. Because a lot of times they call me OG. Yo, OG, what's going on? What's going on? And they talk to me. And anybody says nothing different, they tell me, yo, that's OG, man. No, we're not doing that. That's OG. Because somebody's showing them something better. And I've watched the corner deplete with all these guys there. Because that's not what they want. They were just following something that they've been seeing for generations and generations and generations. But we have to get into our mind that we cannot just sit there and every 4 years that you need our votes, you come show up, but you have nothing in place for us. When I was growing up in my high school, we had trade. You could be a carpenter. You could be a masonry. You could be an electrician, you could be a plumber, you could do automotive. And that helped me in the first part of my life because I could do things around my home, things around on my car, things that I could do for myself without having anybody showing me or advising me on it because I had a trade. I've taken some of those trades to where the job I'm in, I understand the job and what it requires because I went to trade. I have to trade. But let's put back trade schooling. So now we're putting all these social programs in place for these young women. Okay? And the social program they put in place is that you cannot show up here with the father of the child. You cannot show up here with the father of the child. Otherwise, you cannot get the social program. So these young women show up in these social program and say they don't know who the father is. They don't even ask them, you don't know who the father is? No. Here go your benefits. So the benefits that they're giving them is to make sure you do not show up with the father. And a young woman raising a boy is not the answer. When there's no male figure out to tell him what he's supposed to do. So that young man becomes her son husband. He caters to mom. Not understanding that's not his role. That's your father's responsibility. But they have made it so bad to where I'm watching some of these young mothers go into stores with EBT cards and welfare cards, and they're still stealing things. What are you teaching your children? So we have had a president talk down to us. We have had women talk, black women specifically, talk down to us. Society has talked down to us. We have movies portraying us as only drug dealers and killers and murderers. No positive movies. These movies go to different countries and that's what they see. Well, these are what these black men do. These are drug dealers or rappers or basketball players. That's the 3 professions that we have. Drug dealer, basketball playing, or football playing, or rappers. Athletes then, is what I'm putting at. But that's all we're good for. And these are the people that they're parading on stage, the worst of us. Drug dealers that became rappers, that they're parading on the stage. That's what we are. That's who we are to them. So when we have somebody that comes out now and says, I'm going to help everybody, watch what he's saying because he's not going to do it. What have you done in 8, break 4 for black men and for men? Because you see, if I lose my job in this area, I should be able to go to school, not college, trade school, to learn something else. But you guys don't promote that. Because you see a woman show up to a shelter with a child, they have a bed and food for them. A man show up to a shelter, they ask, what's wrong with you? But you have no social programs in place for men or young men to teach them how to become fathers. We're tired of being called dusty, broken, no good. And then you guys show up every 4 years wanting those dusty, broke, no good votes. We have no voice. You have taken away our voices. Everything that we are supposed to be doing, you have taken it away from us. And make women leaders of men. Women cannot be leaders of men. Men are leaders of men. So these programs that you guys should be promoting is to promote men. Show them how to work. Teach them how to take care of their family. Not if they lose their job, they're out, they're asked out. Social, right? Free thinkers.